So TVs now have so many features and so much to offer. You're the expert. Tell us what we're looking at.
Well, we're looking at the LG OLED B1 here, which is great for watching anything really, but especially sports.
I mean, first impression, the picture is amazing. How do they get it to look so lifelike?
The thing you have to remember is this is an LG OLED TV, which brings a lot of picture quality benefits, one of them being down to color. So this has 100% color fidelity, which basically means that all the colors look lifelike. When you're watching the game, that's what you want. You want realistic color. It also has infinite contrast, so you're going to get a fantastic depth to your picture.
I mean, it looks really vibrant, but what I'm quite impressed with is the dark areas, like the blacks.
Yeah, well, you're talking contrast here, so the difference between the light and the dark parts of a picture. The beauty of an OLED is that each of the millions of pixels that it has are self-lit and also independently controlled. So you can get a perfect black, which means you get a lot of detail in even the dark parts of a scene.
So, in particular, if we're watching, say, football, the very minute details are going to be picked up, kind of putting me in the game.
Yeah.
Great.
And also what's special about it is the processor. So the brains of the TV is the Alpha 7 Gen 4 AI processor.
That sounds like a mouthful.
Yeah, but it's a super smart processor which keeps everything running nicely and it optimizes everything to do with the picture and the sound quality. So you're always going to get the best experience. And this model as well is a 120 Hertz panel. So that means you get very smooth and fluid motion, which is obviously fantastic for when you're watching sports. Because when you're watching the football and you want to see every detail of that long kick into the top corner, or when you're watching the racing, that final overtake on the last lap, you want to see every bit of the action.
So that's really exciting. So if I'm watching the race, everything is going to be super smooth and have super nice motion to it.
Exactly. And it'll also be great for movies. So you've got Dolby technology built in. Now Dolby, you as a name you would have heard of.
Yeah.
They've been instrumental in theatre surround sound for years. And they also key in giving you fantastic picture quality at home with the Dolby Vision IQ format, which is HDR, which gives you fantastic range of color and also contrast, so everything will pop and look fantastic. A lot of the services that we have built in, like Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, Disney Plus, they have a lot of content in that format, so you're going to get fantastic image quality. The other thing is the smart part is the IQ bit at the end. So this means that the TV will read the ambient light in the room and then intelligently adjust the picture depending on how bright or dark the room is. So you're always going to get the best experience.
So you mentioned Dolby. So does that include Dolby Atmos that everyone's talking about?
Yeah, exactly. So Dolby Atmos is their latest and greatest in terms of surround sound. It's basically a 3D sound experience. So you might hear the rustling of leaves over to the left, helicopters whizzing overhead. So you're really going to feel like you're right in the middle of the action.
So I'm a gamer, I love my games. What kind of benefits is this TV going to give me?
So one of the main things it has is the latest in HDMI, which is the 2.1 specification, which gives you, amongst many things, a higher data rate. So you'll be able to game at 4K, 120 frames per second, so you get a nice clear shot picture with great smooth motion, which is what a lot of the new consoles like the Xbox Series X, which we have here,
I noticed it there in the corner,
so we can have a game.
So, you know, when you fire up the game, do you have to kind of put the TV onto a certain setting, or is there like a feature that you have to enable?
Well, what this has is the Game Optimiser menu. So that enables gamers to tweak all the settings pertinent to the game while they're playing, so they can make sure that all the settings are correct and you've got AMD FreeSync, which is VRR turned on, for example, ensuring that you get nice, clear, tear-free motion.
Nice. I mean, I can imagine with all that, I'm going to spend my days sat in front of this thing, but is it going to hurt my eyes?
Not so much, no. We've got low blue light output from this TV. It's also certified flicker-free. So when you're having those mammoth gaming sessions, you're going to be able to play for a lot longer and your eyes won't feel so fatigued at the end of it.
So they've literally thought of everything?
Pretty much. But obviously the best way to experience it is to get out to a store and see one for yourself.
Come on, let's see it in action.